Jeff, is this your first time giving a graduation speech?
At Michigan? No, actually no. I did a commencement thing for the Performing Arts School, if that's such a thing, over at Power Center 5 or 10 years ago.
First time getting an honorary degree?
Third one.
Oh, okay.
I got one from Albion, and I got one from my, can you say alma mater if you didn't graduate? Central Michigan. and of course Michigan is you know, they all mean a lot. This means an awful lot because it's from Michigan.
So are you working on any new TV shows, films right now?
No.
None at all?
No, I mean, no.
So what would be your advice to students, you know, maybe majoring in TV or film, you know, when they may be looking for their first job? What would your advice be to them?
Well, first of all, are you any good? Second, if you are, then, you know, you would probably be smart to stick around here a little bit. You can, they're casting movies all over. I know people out of the Purple Rose. I got 4 weeks on the De Niro movie, The Shot in Jackson. I just worked with Val Kilmer. I did a little bit on the Rob Reiner movie. You know, it's money, jobs. And you get those on your resume because here they come and they want to hire locally. I can't tell you how many movies in the late 80s I made in Toronto and Vancouver with Canadian actors fighting to hang on to an American accent. So now it's kind of, you know, it's wonderful, I think, to hire the Michigan people.
So
in front of the camera and be on.
So, you know, you're an actor, musician, and playwright. Which do you enjoy most?
Probably the music thing is so new, and I have creative control over it. There are no other actors, all the blame, all the glory. I'm the writer, I'm the director, I'm the producer. So I love that kind of creative control.
Would you consider?
You know, I'm not going to stop acting. I've kind of spent my life doing that, and I'm supposed to do that.
Would you consider doing more directing, maybe producing?
No.
No?
I could care less about directing.
Oh, okay.
It's a maddening job. You have to worry about what color the sweater is. I don't care what color the sweater is.
So how's everything at the Purple Rose Theater? You doing more productions? How's it going there?
We're doing fine, yeah. When we shot Escanaba in the Moonlight in Escanaba, this is before incentives, our budget was like 1.3. And we, you know, everyone said go shoot it in Canada because just by crossing the border, they would have paid me another, I don't know, 400 grand to shoot it there, just from the government. So the 1.3 is now 1.7. Could do more shots, more days. Wanted to shoot it in Escanaba for the authenticity. John Engler came up, who was the governor at the time. Had a Stormy Kromer cap on, the whole deal. He goes, what are you doing? I said, well, John, we're basically dumping $1 million on the main street of Escanaba and leaving. And that's what this is. It's money coming in, they leave it there, they go away, and it trickles through the community. Now we're into economics, which I don't understand, but I do know that $1 ends up being 5, 6, 7, or 8 somehow. So now you put 50 movies in Michigan, and yeah, there's money going out to get them here, but there's a lot of money coming in, and it's not going into Tom Cruise's pocket or David Schwimmer's pocket or Clint Eastwood's pocket. They're spending a lot of money here. So I have yet to hear anyone who doesn't like it that has an alternative to creating that many jobs. I mean, I'm sick and tired of corporations who are, say, good news, we got a bailout, we can lay off 10,000 people. I'm sick of it. I know it comes out of the business textbook, but I'm sick of it. And as one of the many people who are going, let's find an alternative to that. Let's find something where we can create jobs instead of downsizing people. Because that's what you're doing. We can cut 10,000 people. I wish they'd say the word people. I wish they'd name them.
You know, you run a theater, and I'm sure that you know, you understand the value of that. With that sector fading, the industrial sector and all of that on the decline now, what does that say for the future of just the bottom line for artistic endeavors in a state like Michigan?
Well, you're it. As a nonprofit theater company, in Purple Rose's case, Yeah, there were many businesses, auto suppliers, out of Detroit. There were local businesses that were able to help because we were in their little 60-mile radius, and we were part of that thing that, we were in this together, and they really were so supportive. Can't do that anymore. And so you adjust. Down go your budgets, just like they are downsizing and just trying to hang on to get through to the next one. It starts to tick up. Then my hope is that maybe we're not, the American auto companies aren't what they used to be, and there aren't as many companies as there used to be, but let's figure that there are going to be enough of them. So I think that'll generate, and start to come back, and they'll start to help out not-for-profits like us. But then my hope is that, like through this MEDC stuff, is that we reinvent ourselves a little bit. So there'll be new industries coming in that will, the Toyotas, the Googles, those that are coming in, and let's hope 20 more that have the wherewithal to support. And the thing about the companies supporting, they like to support winners. They like to support people who are successful. And I think, fortunately for the Purple Rose, we're 20 years old now, and we have that reputation. So I think, like a lot of people, we're hanging on until it turns around a little bit, and then I think we'll be okay.
Where do you see the role of arts alliances in funding endeavors like the Purple Rose? I believe it was the Arts Alliance that had an online drive for private donations that went to the Purple Rose and various other organizations.
Community Foundation Southeastern Michigan.
Yeah, that's it.
It was a well-intentioned idea that had some computer problems, which turned into a problem, and a big problem. And so, but they worked it out. I think it was the right idea, and I hope that at some point they're able to do things like that again. I think they'll do it better next time.
Do you recall?
We'll take revenue wherever and however we can get it. And especially in that case, it was matching. I think for every dollar comes another dollar up to a certain point, something like that. So that helps us to go to people and say, look, you're going to double what you're giving us, and in a way that the person who's donating it, it's even more of an enticement to give. So I think it's a good thing. They got to work out the case. That was a mess.
Yeah, I think they threw some more money on top of the original match and sort of smoothed it over.
Well, it was just.
How much?
I'm sure they'll hire a different computer firm to kind of run
yeah,
website.
How much did the Purple Rose?
I'd have to check. Not that much. Not that much. We kind of got wind of it, and it was 2 weeks, and then quick, get it in. That's the other thing. Give us time.
Work that we're doing here. I mean, can you talk to values that you see us needing to bring to bear, and what our leaders can bring to bear, and what as individuals we can do value-wise?
I think the leaders have to, again, just be accountable, which none of us are anymore. I mean, you can look at the last many years, and not just the last 8 years, not to put it all on Bush, but you can look at a lot. Clinton, you can go all the way back. We've lost the ability to go, it's my fault, I'll fix it. Or here's what I'm going to do to make it better, and you can hold me to this. We don't do that anymore. We spin it. We get on the Sunday morning talk shows and we spin it. So, politicians, be accountable. Stand up there with the tax incentive and go, yeah, it's 40%. I'm for it now, and I'm for it 5 years from now. So we need that. We have the intelligence and the knowledge coming out of places like Michigan. So don't tell me there's no brain power. Finally, we have a work ethic here, and that's good old-fashioned Midwestern. I will outwork you. Work ethic. And that's what I tell the college kids, the drama kids. I tell my own kids. I said, you need to outwork everybody that you're competing against. Outwork them. If you do that, then maybe it'll happen for you. And I harken back to that Escanaba set. Michigan crew, 98%. It's different. Okay, we need this shot over here. 6 people are moving, just like that. Do that elsewhere. Where? It's different. It's different. And I think, especially now that we're in trouble, that we're desperate, that we want to pull ourselves out of this, you will see people willing to do whatever it takes right now, and to show you that I'm going to give you my best work. Hard, you know, the old honest days, you know, an honest day's work pay, wait, you know, that thing. Just we're full of that. We were brought up that way. We have a lot to offer. Anything else?
To kind of branch out on it a little bit, the tax incentives sound great to me and they seem great. I'm a recent grad in TV production, so this is right up my alley.
Yeah.
It just seems that these jobs that are coming aren't like find it on a website and send it your resume. It's kind of like a niche you gotta find. Can you speak to it all how?
Well, they're going to hand it to you.
Yeah.
You have to be relentless. You have. I mean, I didn't get to become, not to lecture you. You didn't. I didn't get to become an actor because I waited for it to happen, or I tried a little bit. You have to be relentless. If you really want it, chase them. You're at their door. Be annoying. And then you have to deliver. You have to, when they finally go, all right, fine, do that. Then you do that better than anybody would have done it. Now you're ready for your next assignment. That's what you have to do. That's what I talked about to them. Nobody gives a damn that you went to Michigan. Nobody cares. We care about how good you are from doing that thing I just told you to do. And you're trying to get into a very glamorous, wonderful business that everybody wants to get into. So you've got to be better than everybody else who isn't as good as you. That's if you're any good. You have to really believe in yourself and then not take no for an answer. And it all sounds ideal, and isn't that wonderful in a fantasy world? That's how I made it. I outworked everybody and never took no for an answer through all the rejection and all the years, and chased it because it was the only thing I wanted to do. Do that and maybe you'll get a job. But if you get one, you're going to get two, and then you get three.